Hi guys, good morning and welcome to a lecture on how you will be able to create a form in Microsoft Access. And right now we did create a table which has three records only for the sample. But as you can see, we also created a form in which it would look like a registration form for the user. So for this lecture, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you on how you will be able to create an example like this one. Okay, so I might need to duplicate this sample form which I named as FRM students. So what you need to do or to understand is you need to have first tables and queries wherein that will be the basis for your forms. So the first thing that you need to do is you just need to click create to create a form, and you could do it by wizard or by blank form. So usually if I create a form, I need to highlight the table and click form, and it will immediately create a default table for or default form for the table I have selected. So I will not save this. So as you can see, I could also do that with other concatenated informations like that one, like this one also. So you could immediately create a sample form, but it would be advisable to create a design that is much more efficient in or better looking, such as this one. So it would look like a form that is like a computer program. So what do we need to do? So first, we will create a form that will be based on this table, which is the TBL students, and we will create a blank form from it. Now, immediately when you create a form, you will see a blank canvas and you will see some of the tables here. So we could actually go and duplicate these designs like this one. So if I double click, it will immediately go here so that we could design the table. So if I do it again, let's say I double click everything, it will also have the default design, which is going to be this one. Now it's a bit different because as you can see, it's currently in a table design. So I could spread them around like the design right here, in which it looks much more better. So what I need to do is I need to right click on the design, choose a layout, and I need to click remove layout. Now in this design, I will be able to place them differently in different locations. So if I try to move this one, I could do it, right? So to better design this, I will go to design view so that I could see the space that I will be working on. Okay, so automatically you will see that it is currently binded whenever I place the fields anywhere within the design. The label and the text box for the data will come together as we move it around. Now to separate this properly, so let's try to move everything first to one area. So I'll highlight and then move them below. So to place it properly, what you just need to do is to click on the label and then click on the gray part or the gray box beside it so that you could move it freely when you want to design it properly, just like this one. So remember, if you click on it and then you use this cursor arrow, you will just move it around and it will just move with the label and text box together. So you just need to click on the side gray box so that you could place it properly. So you could do this in all of the fields so that you could have a better design. So this is the first thing that we will be doing. We're gonna be placing them together differently in a much more better view. Now you could also use elements, other controls within the design. You could explore some of the controls that you could add in on your design, such as this one. Let's say for example, I have here we could use and add lines just like the one that we have on our made form. You could use a box as well, so we could do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the box right now. So let's go ahead and get this rectangle and place it here. There we go. So if I do get the form view, this is what it looks like. So you will now have an idea on how you will be able to create from this to this type. Okay, so what do we need to do? So we could see that we do have buttons, but we will include it later on. Okay, so we have designed it. Let's go back to the design view. Let's just pull this down a bit. There we go. Okay, and then the next thing that we need to do is to activate the buttons that we do have right here on the first design. As you can see, we only have three datas on the table. So if I try to click here, you will see that it's currently moving and it's telling me that I'm currently on the last part. Okay, get used to the last record, to the first record, etc. Now we also have functions here that allows us to add a record, save the record, and delete a record. So how do we do this? So the first thing that we need to do is to add those buttons first. So go to the form design, and we will add first the button for going to the first record. Okay, now there's a lot of things that you could do here. Immediately it will allow you to select the function that you need to do. So since this is going to be about record navigation or going through the records, the first thing that you need to do is to click on record navigation functions and go to the first record. When you click next, it will tell you that it will ask you for the picture that you want to view, or if you want a text to appear. So in our previous design from FRM students, it's actually a text, but let's go ahead and click the go to first picture. Click next, and let's add a command. So cmd move first. That's finished, and this is the button that it has created. Now it's quite different from the previous design that we have, but I think it would look a lot better. So let's go ahead and add another one. Now this one is going to be record navigation, and go to previous record. Next, go to previous, and then type cmd previous. Finish. Now the functions is this button will go to the first record, and if you're navigating the records, this button will now move to the previous record. So we do have 4 buttons that we need to create. So let's add another button. There we go. And then let's go ahead and go to the next record. Let's add a picture as well. So cmd next. There we go. And then the last one will be go to the last record function. So go to the last record, next, and then choose the picture, next, and then CMD last, and then finish. Okay, so we have the 4 buttons right now. Let's see if it is working. Let's go and view this in the form view. Okay, so as you can see, it's really now working. As you can see at the very end, it's getting a blank text boxes. So why is that? The reason is it will be asking for you to input another record, but we will do it properly by adding a button on adding a record. So let's go ahead and go to the design view. So the next buttons that we will have is the add new, save the record, and also delete a record. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it on this side. So let's add a button for the record operations. So this one is going to be add new record. Okay, so I will go to pencil edit, so it would be the same. So CMD add new is the command name that I will be putting in, and click on finish. Okay, so as you can see, it's currently now having the button for add new. And then let's add another one that is going to be used for record operations, but this time it's going to be save the record. So save record, next, and then CMD save, then finish. Okay, so now this is the function in which you will be able to save the record in your table. So this looks better than just having a table like this one on adding data. So this makes it look like it's an application for a computer application. So you see, you could without really doing any programming, but you could actually create a very functional form. And then the last one will be for deleting the record. So record operations, delete record, next, and then trash can. Or let's go ahead with this one. CMD delete. And let's go ahead and expand. Now remember, you could actually create or upload any type of pictures to replace these icons that you're currently seeing. There is an option for it to be able to be changed. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. The picture like this one, you could actually browse, change the picture like this one. If you want to, you could actually get and upload your own picture if you have downloaded something. So I'm not gonna change this, and let's see. So if I run it in the form view, this is what it looks like. Let's try to add a new record. So 2024-0004-IC. The first name is going to be John Smith Cruz, and then the course is BSCS. Let's set a birthday. Let's say it's gonna be hard to do this one, so let's check in the proper format. Okay, short date format. So let's just say 1/1/2000. So that would be it. So 25 by 24. Okay. So if we save this, then it will be added in the records that we are currently browsing. See? It's now added. So if also check the table, it's automatically added also in our table. So this looks a much more better view in terms of just having a table and inserting data. So this is much more functional. Now remember, all of these functions, all of these buttons that you could add are actually here. Okay, there we go. So what you just need to do is to design them um, in the table with the functions or the records. And I think that's it for now. Thank you very much and have a nice day.